Hey everyone, Michael here. So at work, just taking a break. You know, like here you go, just taking a break. So basically, I have a lot of plans in life. Boxing is one of my avenues. However, there is a lot more I wish to achieve in life, and something I want to talk about is I genuinely want to become British Prime Minister. You know, I mean, I know people say things on my videos sometimes, and sometimes people insult me. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't matter. I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. Maybe sometimes I deserve it, or maybe sometimes I don't. It doesn't really make any difference. But you know, long term, you have to set yourself goals, and you have to believe in yourself. I believe I can become British Prime Minister eventually. I am currently 31 years old. A lot of the MPs, a lot of them are old people, 60, 70 years old. They don't really understand the challenges of life for a lot of people. I mean, look, I work 2 jobs. I have day shift and night shift for 2 different agencies, but yet I still struggle to save money. I mean, I bought a pair of trainers the other day, and the trainers cost £154. You know, I might make £80 in a day at most. Yeah, about £80. I mean, that's like 2 days salary gone. You've got travel, you've got food, you've got other stuff. It's just so hard saving money, and I'm working on it, but that's a different video I want to do, how to save money. But I want to get into politics. I want to sort of bring the perspective for people like myself that are from a working class background. And let me show you something. So this is an Oxford University prospectus. I have been reading this and, you know, looking at it, and I really want to go to Oxford University. I want to get a bachelor's degree, and the course I've been looking at, so if you can see it, philosophy, politics and economics, PPE. So, you know, that's the course I want to do. I want to study that course. I want to go to Oxford. There's different options. I could go to Oxford, Cambridge, London School of Economics. I probably prefer outside of London. I've been in London for so long, so I probably prefer to study outside of London. But you know, I want to go to university. I want to get into politics, and that's the goal that I've set for myself. And for anyone who says my goal is unrealistic or unachievable, but what you do, you just take it a day at a time, little bit by little bit. Just add here, add there, work your way up. You know, work with the police, work with the... Obviously, I know a lot of people in boxing. I want people in boxing to help me target knife crime. What else can you target in this country? Homelessness. Homelessness is an issue which, you know, I think that's something we need to end. Violence against anyone. You know, I'm against that. Street fights, you know, you have a lot of violence. You have violence against women. You have domestic violence. I know multiple people that have been involved in domestic violence. I have family members that have been involved in domestic violence. So, you know, I have an idea of what I'm talking about. And as a society, there's so much in the world. There's so much in the world that, you know, we need to change. We need to work on. And as I say, violence is a big one. Crime, obviously. But, you know, for me, I wouldn't just say... something like knife crime. I don't think you should just say we're going to give a 5-year sentence to people carrying knives, but you've got to target the root causes. So I'm not saying don't give them a 5-year sentence, but you have to try and stop it from getting to that point. And you've got a lot of bad teachers in this world. You've got a lot of bad police officers. So they're not able, like what happens is they make people worse. That's part of the problem. And I'm not saying it's all their fault. I mean, I've met so many police officers that are nice people. I've never been arrested. I've never had a police caution. I have no grudge or agenda against the police. But I know situations. I know people that have been beaten up by the police. You know, I know someone who, yeah, they took him in the van, beat him up in the back of the van. I know loads of stories. You know, people have told me, you know, smashing people's teeth and things like this. But obviously I understand it's not all police officers. And then you have what happened with George Floyd. That was disgusting. That was just too much force. And there's so much I can talk about. So, you know, these are multiple videos. So these are just some of the issues in society. And obviously, police as well. Police is a very difficult job, and obviously police have a lot of pressure on them, so obviously they need help as well. They need more understanding, and these are things I want to work on. So I think I've said enough. Let me enjoy the rest of my break, but I want to go to Oxford, and I want to pursue politics. I want to become British Prime Minister. Yeah, you can laugh at me, you can say it's unrealistic, but so what? How many people would believe me if I said I'm going to spar Tyson Fury? And I've sparred him twice. I've sparred Kell Brook recently. Like, if I said I'm going to spar Kell Brook, wouldn't you say that's unrealistic? Who do I want next? I'll spar anybody, but if I could get anybody, I really want David Haye, because everyone else is fighting. David Haye's sort of semi-retired. Joshua's fighting, so I doubt Joshua's going to want to spar me. Fury, I sparred Fury November 2019. I've met him since, but it's just he's being awkward. It's hard to get access to him, so forget Fury. Dylan White's not going to spar me anytime soon. So if I just stick to the heavyweights, who else is there in this country? Out of all the big name heavyweights, Hughie Fury, but he's not really going to... It's difficult to spar heavyweights. If they're in camp, they're not going to want to spar a little man like me. That's the problem. I know where these people's gyms are. I could go knock on the gym door tomorrow morning, but they're not going to spar me. They'll just tell me to hit the roads, so obviously I understand. I'm not going to try and pressure people. The best chance I have, if I just stick to heavyweights, the likeliest people to spar me are people like Haye. But anyway, I've got